report from Ground Zero as IDF advances its ground operations in Gaza. The IDF is operating 3 miles inside Gaza now. Operational bases are being used by the Al-Qassam brigade of Hamas, destroyed by IDF. And destroyed structures can also be seen in this report. It's an exclusive report by Republic TV. Let's go ahead and play out this report filed by my colleague Gursimran.
It's the third day of the ground operation launched by the Israel Defense Forces inside the territory of Gaza. And right now we are reporting from the Ground Zero. We are hardly 100 meters away from the Gaza border, from where the territory of Gaza starts. And from here you can see the black smoke that is coming out from one of the complexes that is inside the Gaza. We are told that the Israel Defense Forces have gone beyond 3 miles. So a big achievement for the forces that in the 3 days of the operations that they are operating inside the Gaza, they have gone more than 3 miles and they are now operating inside the territory that is considered as fort of Hamas. You will see the black smoke that is coming out. I'll request Vijay to show you. These are the buildings that have been totally damaged, and these were the main hub of the terrorists of Hamas, those operational centers that they have made. And for the first time we are showing you these exclusive visuals that how the entire infrastructure of the Hamas very close to the international the border that divides the Israel from the Gaza Strip has totally been decimated. From the Ground Zero we are telling you that how airstrikes are taking place, and as we speak the fighter jets are roaring the skies of the Gaza. Important to mention that first it is the airstrikes that are taking place at the locations of Hamas, followed by the targeting by the ground forces including the Merkavas, and also the infantry has joined the Israel Defense Forces Merkava tanks so that the artillery and the infantry can perform the task. The Israel leadership, be it the political or the military leadership, they have made it amply clear that this operation is going to be long, as the terrorists of Hamas, they are continuously shifting their locations, and also the terror tunnel network they have made inside the Gaza. So that is the area. I request Vijay to zoom into that area that has now been totally decimated by the Israel Defense Forces, because these were the structures that were being used by the terrorists of Hamas as one of their operational bases to target the Israel Defense Forces. And also we are getting to know that Al-Qassam brigade, which is the military wing, the specialized military wing of Hamas, they were also operating from those buildings that have now been totally decimated in the retaliatory strikes, in the strikes that have been conducted by the Israel Defense Forces. And we are now showing you from the Ground Zero how the operations are taking place. In a tactical manner, the Israel Defense Forces are moving inside the Gaza Strip and decimating the structures of Hamas. A couple of minutes back, a major attack was launched by the terrorists of Hamas in the civilian area of Boroshov, where more than a dozen rocket launchers were launched from the soil of Gaza by the terrorists of Hamas. But fortunately the Iron Dome system got activated, and all the attempts of the Israel terrorists, those who are sitting in Hamas in the Gaza Strip, to destabilize and to kill the civilians here in Israel have been foiled. And from the Ground Zero we are bringing you each and every update as IDF advances into the areas of Hamas Fort Gaza. With Gursimran Singh for Republic Media Network from Ground Zero, Israel-Gaza border. Israel's Iron Dome system has been activated again as we speak. A barrage of rockets have been fired from the side of Hamas that have landed, were about to land in the civilian areas, but now this Iron Dome system has been activated. And if we go by the count, there were more than a dozen rockets that were fired from the Hamas side into the territory of Israel. This is a residential area right now from where we are reporting, and there was an attempt by the Hamas side to inflict damage to the civilian areas that has now been foiled as the Iron Dome system got fully activated. It's important to mention that Israel forces, as they are advancing inside the Gaza Strip, the terrorists of Hamas are trying to inflict maximum damage to the civilian population that is in the nearby area of the borders.